Hey everybody, it's me again, Aaron Beatty. I just wanted to hop on this time with audio. So don't know if you were on the live here a few seconds ago, but just wanted to hop on because I had some thoughts about how CRM and data projects work in concert with a marketing cloud or a Pardot or really any kind of digital engagement type of project. And so, one of the things that I found really interesting in my travels over the years is that typically, whenever entities, businesses, schools, universities, nonprofits are coming up with budgets for these types of activities, they are putting aside a chunk of money for CRM and digital engagement and other things all kind of at the same time. And usually, in terms of like the pie, of funds, a lot of those funds are going toward the CRM project, and rightfully so. CRM can be very sophisticated, very complicated. There can be a lot of stuff going on there. But something that I found interesting is that in a lot of these setups, um, there's kind of a conversation or a thought about what the order of operations is. And a lot of times, you kind of start with the data and you go, okay, well, what data is available? And then you have your conversation based on that. And so, if I can use a metaphor, I think what happens is a client comes to a Salesforce partner or another platform partner, and they say, you know what, I'm kind of hungry and I'd like to get some food. And the partner goes, great, let's set up your CRM. By doing that, let's just go around your house. We're going to grab all of the different ingredients that are available. We're going to grab your spaghetti and all your pasta. We're going to grab your bread and your cereal and your flour and your milk. And we're just going to grab all of those ingredients wherever you've got food scattered about the house. We're going to bring it all in. We're going to put it all out on your tables and your countertops so that we can see where everything is. And then we'll sort it and organize it and make it look good, make it easy to access different things. And then they go, okay, well, I'd like a little bit more. And like, okay, well, let's bring in the digital engagement team. We'll do some emails. We'll talk about social and SMS and push messages. And so that team comes in and they're like, well, we've got pots and pans, we've got appliances. And so at the end of all this, the client has purchased effectively a very nice brand new kitchen, all new appliances. Maybe they have the manuals on how to use some of this stuff and maybe not. But they've got pots and pans, they've got plates and dishes, and they've got all of the ingredients ready to go. But imagine if at the end of this whole thing, you've got your client that said, hey, I'm hungry. And at the end of everything, you've got a beautiful new kitchen, you've got appliances, you've got all the ingredients to make dinner, but the client's still hungry at the end of all that. And so, what I think is missing from some of these conversations is a very early on conversation about what is going to derive value from all of this data that's available. And I used to go back and forth and trying to figure out whether the data conversation should happen first or the value conversations and the engagement conversation should happen first. And I think ultimately you have to have the conversation about how you're going to derive value. So if you look at any of these decks from partners that are setting up CRM services, they'll talk about a 360-degree view of the customer, which sounds great and everybody wants it, but there's no explanation for what the actual value is that's going to be derived from that thing that you're setting up. How are you actually going to make more revenue, enroll more students, get more constituents, sell more widgets, get more signups, whatever it is, just because you have a 360-degree view of the customer. And so I think it's really important to have those conversations about what it is that you're trying to do ultimately, how you're going to get ROI. And that conversation needs to happen pretty much right at the beginning of the project. So now imagine, go back into that example. And at the very beginning of the project, the customer goes, you know what? I'd like a cheeseburger with bacon. And then you go, oh, okay, well, now we know what the ingredients are that we need. We know the equipment that we'll need to produce that. And maybe we can automate it. Maybe we can set up a little machine that's just, crunching out bacon cheeseburgers, right? Left and right. And so then at the end of that project, then you can, in terms of data for the CRM, they know, oh, okay, well, we need hamburgers and we need seasoning for that. And then you can break everything down. And then you can test it and make sure that the burger tastes good and that it's cooked properly and that it looks the way that you want, versus just starting with the data and kind of blindly moving forward with the data that you have. Um, it's just not I'm going to say it, recipe for success. I think it's really, really important to have those digital engagement conversations early, and not just digital engagement, but really any part of your CRM project that's going to be actually deriving value from that central, that 360-degree view of the customer. So just putting that out there as food for thought. Something else too I want to make sure that I have for you all is we did do a presentation where we did the big data versus small data with Jennifer Hoth. And so we've got this QR code. I see somebody scanned it. Oh, and we've got people in chat. Maybe too. I was gonna say I can actually bring up chat too. So if anybody has comments or questions as I do these things, feel free to hop in, and I will do my best to address them in real time. But grab that big data versus small data thing. On Tuesday, we will draw for a $25 Starbucks gift card from the people that have signed up for that. So don't delay there. And then next Tuesday, we'll be back on at 10 a.m. And at 10 a.m., I'm just going to do this every Tuesday. Hop on and have conversations about fun and interesting things that are happening in the world of Salesforce Marketing Cloud and engagement and data and AI. And sometimes I'll be able to bring guests on to have those conversations, and sometimes it'll be just me. And then also, I'm thinking we'll be able to do demonstrations and things like that as well. But folks can hop into the chat. Sarah, I will make sure I get that QR code to you as well. I think it's just engageevolution.com/enter to win, but I will put it in there for you. So thanks, Sarah, and good to see you. It's been a while. I know you're moving to Atlanta, right? Or somewhere in Georgia. So that's awesome. I see you on LinkedIn all the time. So anyway, thanks everybody for checking in and stopping by and watching this perhaps after the fact. But just plan every Tuesday at 10 a.m. On LinkedIn, on YouTube, and also on Facebook. We'll be simulcasting this out, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to chatting with everybody, and hope everybody's doing well. All right, that's it. I'm going to start the music up and do the thing, and we will chat with you all another time. Take care, everybody.